Hello everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching CNXG. This is my question and answer video where I'm answering questions that people asked from the last Q&A video. And if you have a question, you guys, please go down into the comment section, ask a question, and then I'll answer it in the next Q&A video every Monday, okay? This is part 2, and the next question is from Raven from Wisconsin. Hello, Raven. My ex-borderline has been oscillating between silent treatments and blowing up my phone and using our child as a pawn. I believe he is getting in our home and moving things around while we're not there. I think he has a key from our son. His flying monkeys are accusing me of being mean. Is all this normal? I've blocked him but still need contact because of the child. Raven, yeah, you know, I know it's crazy, isn't it? It's all chaotic, and you're not really sure what's going on and what he's doing, and, you know, neither does he. He's an emotional child. Okay, we don't buy in to anything they do, and they're going to try all kinds of things. Get ready, be prepared for it. And, you know, no contact, no contact, no contact. The reason we say this no contact is because how they suck you in, you know, they manipulate you. They're already in your head. You're already broken down. You're weak. You miss them. You can't have contact. I know you have a child, but you don't need to have verbal contact. You don't need to see him. This should be done through lawyers, emails only. Okay, that's it. That's it. This is a tough thing to do, Raven, and you need support. Okay, I hope you have other family. I hope you have friends. I hope you have professionals to help you with this, because it's what you need. Okay, Raven? The fact that he's getting into your house while you're not home, go buy a video camera. Nowadays, they have video cameras like this. You can buy one little unit like that, and it oscillates. It tracks people in your house. You can watch it from your phone. It records it to your computer. You can talk out loud at home while you're somewhere else. You can do all kinds of things. These things are a couple $100. Okay? You can install cameras that are this small that you can't see. So you need cameras in your house if you think he's doing something like this. I know it sounds drastic, but him doing this is drastic. You don't know if he's poisoning your food. You don't know what he's doing. You know what I mean? Seriously. I say this because obviously I've heard this. So it happens. And this is the time where you realize you didn't know the person you were living with for years. At all. You didn't know they were like this at all. Now they're doing all these crazy things. So you don't really know this person or what they're capable of. And this kind of stuff is so insane. It's so antisocial. It's so intrusive. So these things need to be dealt with one at a time. You know, I would make a police report. I document everything. Every text message, every email. Save it, save it, save it. Okay? He comes by, film it. Don't answer. Call the police as many times as you can if he comes by and does these things. Get law enforcement involved. Get a lawyer. Document these things. You can have lawyers write him threat letters. You can get a restraining order. Go for a restraining order. Get him on tape breaking into your house while you're not there with a copy of a key he made. Don't let him in your house, okay? There's so much stuff. You need to be drastic with these people. Very, very drastic measures. Okay? Who cares about his flying monkeys? Who cares if they're accusing you of being mean? They're sick and fooled, and that's antisocial behavior. It's abuse. Flying monkeys are abusive. Who gives a shit what they say? You need to keep them out of your life, and you treat them just like you treat that guy. If you need to get police involved, get police involved. Okay? I would fight for custody, sole custody for this child as well. Okay? Get a lawyer that can tell you how to handle these things, because these lawyers are used to this. And document everything. Go file police reports. You can file police reports over anything. File police reports over this stuff. Go for a restraining order. Do not talk to him. You talk to him through your lawyer. You talk to him through email at the most. Okay? I'm sorry, Raven. Good luck. All right? Thank you. Andre from Canada. Hello, Andre. When do you know a narcissist or borderline is telling you the truth? When they're telling you that they are a narcissist or a borderline. Then they're telling you the truth. Other than that, who knows? Pathological lying is just horrible to deal with somebody who's a pathological liar. It is just Oh, you don't deal with it. You don't do it. So, I mean, it's pretty simple. You know, most people just don't lie. You know, you catch them lying, then you say goodbye. Okay? Because they got some serious issues with them if they're lying. You know, these pathological liars are really can be really hard to detect if they're lying. You know, especially if they don't have a conscience, they don't have empathy, they don't have remorse. You can't tell if they're lying. Psychopaths and stuff fool doctors and scientists every day. The best, the top in the field. They fool them every day. The number one scientist on psychopathy will tell you, you don't know who a psychopath is. Good luck trying to find him. They can be sitting right across from you and you don't know. Now, police officers can get people to admit things when there's fear of going to jail, things like that. And there's all kinds of signs you can learn and stuff. But basically, man, trust your gut instinct. And that's the problem, is if we've been with somebody like this long enough, usually we don't listen to our gut instinct anymore because it was there. It was telling us these guys are bad and we ignore it. And you can get really good at that if you do it your whole life. So it's about being healthy. It's about being so good that you don't allow people to cross boundaries, abuse you, things, you know. So that's really the issue at hand. But you want to know when a narcissist or borderline is telling the truth? You want to know when a pathological liar is telling the truth? You just don't believe any of it. You just don't believe any of it, and that's their problem. You know, the little boy who cried wolf, that's their story. So you don't believe anything. Once you realize people are lying to you, what are you going to do? Teach them how to tell the truth like they don't know? You know, good luck trying to switch someone else's pathological behavior. Good luck. Because just changing behavior is hard enough. Pathological behavior, now you have to change their brain thoughts, their thought patterns. Good job. I mean, good luck. So, you know, you don't know. That's the thing. You just don't know. Unless, like I said, they tell you they're a narcissist or borderline, believe them. Believe anybody that tells you that shit. Someone tells you they're a narcissist or borderline, believe them. And then you don't believe anything else they say. Okay? Because narcissists and borderlines typically are pathological liars. Not always, typically. The abusive, nasty, sick ones. You know? Okay? Hope that helps. You know, I don't know what to tell you because you don't know when they're telling the truth. You don't know till well after the fact. If you ever find out at all. Because they can't tell you the truth. They lie to themselves all day and they have to lie to you. To manipulate you to get what they want. Okay? Thank you. Dana from Tennessee. Hello, Dana. 3 months ago, I discarded my ex and still don't want to be with him. But why do I still feel so crazy? I'm angry and aggressive. I cry all the time. In therapy, but it's not fast. I'm in therapy, but it's not fast enough. Well, Dana, you can't. This takes time, Dana. You know, the screwing we get for the screwing we do. You know, you got to realize your part in this, and you got to realize how long it took you to get here, Dana. And it is not about your ex. I promise you that it is not about your ex. You can talk about him and you can talk about the relationship, which you need to do. And you can learn all about these guys, but it's not about them. It's about us. It's about the people that fall in love with them. Why do we fall in love with them? You know, we are missing stuff from our childhood that we never got and we expected to get as infants, as children. We didn't receive it. That's why we're dating these people. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of work you need to do, Dana. And sometimes with my clients, I realize we need to reorder your brain from the very beginning. And we're going to start with heartbeat, and we're going to start with breathing, and we're going to start with your environment, and we're going to start with interacting with people on a day-to-day basis on how to do that, right decisions, making the right choices until you start doing it yourself. Okay? But when you're making choices like this to be with abusers, you're not making the right choices for yourself. So you need help with that, okay? So, you know, all these feelings are normal. It's a normal reaction to this kind of stuff. All normal. And it tells me a lot. It tells me a lot. And it tells me you're experiencing feelings of doubt as well. You think you know something, you think you know all about him, and then you doubt, are they really a narcissist? Then you feel so good, and then all of a sudden you feel so bad. So you get emotional triggers. You've had neglect in your life where you've ignored your feelings. You've ignored gut feelings you have about this guy, and that's why you stayed with him. You have shame. So you have very poor boundaries. You feel like you're unworthy enough to tell someone to stop abusing you. You know, and I you know, I can't really sit here and do this to you. I don't know you specifically, but this is typical. Now, you also said this happened 3 months ago. So I don't know how fast you want this to go, but 3 months is nothing. Okay? I don't know how old you are, but that's how old it took you to get here. That's how long it took you to get here. However old you are is how long it took you to get here, because this started in infancy. So it's going to take some time to change, Dana. Your brain is damaged. Okay? If you have CPTSD, your brain is damaged. And I make tons of videos on this, on CPTSD. Everybody, you guys, if you suffer from narcissistic abuse, most likely you're experiencing CPTSD. And if you don't even learn what that is, good luck. It's going to be scary to do this on your own without knowing what it is, without doing the work you're supposed to do. Because a lot of people fall into, I have an injury, I need to recover, which means just feel better, and then they go do it again because they didn't realize why they did it the first time. Okay? I hope that makes sense, Dana. I don't know if I'm being too tough on you, but this is serious stuff. It's complex, it's difficult, and it takes a long time to fix and change. Okay? But you got to do it. You haven't been doing it your whole life. You have not been meeting your emotional needs. And you may not even know you have them. You may not even know how you feel most of the time. And you're concentrating on other people's feelings instead of yours. You know? So, get a professional that knows this stuff to work with you. I'm sorry, you do have a therapist, but maybe your therapist can't help you. Maybe your therapist isn't helping you. Okay? But also, in their defense, realize that this takes a lot of time. This just takes a lot of time. Your brain needs to heal from the damage, and that takes quite a while. Okay? Quite a while. Right now, your brain's still stuck in that trauma. That's why you feel like this. Your brain hasn't even relaxed yet. Your brain doesn't even realize it's over. Okay? Emotional triggers is living in the past. That's actually delusional. Okay? Not good. So we need to fix that. And it's going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take somebody that knows what they're doing. It's going to take somebody you trust, somebody you're open with. And it's going to take you willing to do the work. So we learn what it is, and then we learn how to fix it, and then we do it. Okay? Hope that helps. Thank you. Good luck. Sarah from London, UK. During the 6 months my relationship has been over for, he has hoovered me every few months. Well, if it's only been 6 months, I don't know how he hoovers you every few months, maybe a couple of times in that 6 months. I've been strong enough to not go back, but how do I handle these hoovers? Okay, so I got videos about this. Go ahead and watch them. I've got videos. I think I have 3 videos on hoovering alone. So, you know, hoovers are their desperate measures to get you back because they can't detach. And they have things to do. They might want to come back to abuse you more. They want to come back for money, for sex, for whatever they got from you, Sarah. They can't be alone. They went off to a relationship maybe, or maybe they didn't, but they're going to sit here and hoover you and try and get you back. They're going to try and abuse you from long distance. They're validating themselves. They're trying to tell themselves that what they did was wrong, that you're wrong. You know, they wait a while, they come back, and then they get you convinced. You know, first of all, you don't bring anything up. You don't accuse them for the things they did to you. You talk to them. You're being nice because you don't want a problem. You don't want drama. Now they feel validated. Nothing they did to you was wrong. Then after a little while, they try to convince you you're crazy. It's your fault. You know, what you did was wrong in our relationship, stuff like that. Or they try and get you back just to abuse you more, just to dump you more, you know? So how do you deal with these hoovers? Support. You need support. You need to know how good of a person you are. You need to feel like a good, strong, confident person and not feel like you deserve this person. You need to know you don't deserve this kind of crap, that he has abused you, that this kind of hoovering is abuse. That he doesn't give a shit how you feel. He doesn't care about your boundaries. He crosses everything. He's scary. He's dangerous. Okay? But what you need to also do is not monster-size these people. This is a 2-year-old child. Okay? And basically, he's just acting like a kid. You know? where someone, you said, get away from me, go away, and then they, no, no, no. So you're afraid. Most of this is probably fear of him showing up at your door. You go address that. You don't hide. You don't push fear away. This is what we do, and this doesn't work, so we need to do something different. So we take our fears. We hold them close to us. Then they aren't so scary. Because what we're scared of mostly is the unknown. We build phobias up that we can't handle things. Yes, you can handle it. I just take it and put it right in front of you. Is this fear legit? Is this a reasonable fear? If they're living in, if they're in the military service and stationed in Germany for the next 3 years, you don't need to worry about them showing up at your door every day, right? Right. Say they can't. Say they're in town, they know where you live, they might show up at your door. Okay. They're going to show up at your door. We're not going to answer it. We're not going to just open the door for anybody. We're going to look in the keyhole. If we don't know who it is, we're not going to answer it. If we see him, we're not going to answer it. So that's done. If he doesn't go away, you call the police. If he kicks your door in, you're really, really worried about something like that, get a dog, get a gun, move, go stay with family, friends, get a police report, get a restraining order. Okay? Because this stuff is sick. Hoovering people, stalking people is all just disgusting. It's abuse. It's dangerous. It's scary. Okay? But you need to realize that you're probably more scared than you need to be. You know, these guys abused you, so your brain believes they're big and bad, scary, right? I don't want to run into them. I'm scary. I don't know what I'll do. Think about it. What are you going to do, right? You have nothing to prove. You got nothing to tell this person. You run into him in public, you aren't going to say anything to them because it doesn't matter. They don't care. You're going to look like you're crazy. You're just going to get upset. The only thing you won't get upset is by saying nothing. That I promise. You won't resent. You won't regret doing nothing because it burns them. It's the best thing to do. You show them that they're scum. You show them that you have risen above, that you don't need them. You don't want them. You want nothing to do with them. You're doing great. You're successful and you're not sick anymore. Okay? They hate it. They can't take that. So how do you handle these hoovers, Sarah? We block every single possible way of communication. Okay? Every single way. Go stay somewhere else. Okay? Document every single thing you can. Every single thing they do, document it. Go for a restraining order. Have a lawyer write him a letter, a threat letter, $100. Don't do this or we sue you. Don't do this where we push for criminal action. Civil action, criminal action. Okay? Lawyers will help you with this. File police reports. Police will help you with this. Okay? You live in a little town and you see your local police officer drive by, tell him the situation. Can you come by my house often? You know, get a dog, get a gun. These things make you feel safer, but really tell yourself what you need to feel safe. Don't be scared. Okay? Just deal with it logically. All right? Emails, we block, we spam, so we don't see them. We don't open up the messages. Okay? Change your phone number. Move. Okay? Be drastic. If you're really concerned, be drastic. Okay? You've gone 6 months. They usually stop. Okay? They usually take about 6 months to a year and a half to even hoover. If he's been hoovering this long, I don't know. Hopefully they'll stop. They usually stop. Okay? But just tell yourself they might stop at the door. What would I do? Nothing. Don't answer it. Call the police. Period. I'm serious. I don't care how drastic that is. The police aren't going to get mad at you. Okay? That's what they're there for. Because this guy doing stuff like this is scary. It's antisocial. It's criminal. Okay? Hope that helps. I know this is horrible stuff. These people are just disgusting. They are. They're just sick in the head. You know, when you have somebody that does not care about violating people, about violating personal space, relationships, belongings, it's just scary, you know? They just don't care. But most of these people care about the law. Most of these people care about getting sued. Most of these people care about going to jail. Okay? And that's usually the route you need to take. Go there. So they know how serious you are. Because you never know what's going to happen in the future. If these people are like this, they're not very predictable. You don't know what they're going to do if they're willing to go this far. You understand? Okay? Thank you. Good luck. Agatha. Would love to know where you're from, Agatha. Hello. How is a relationship with a manipulating woman and a narcissist man look like? Will they be able to maintain long-lasting relationship? Yeah, beautiful. Great. No. So you want to know what it looks like. And first of all, again, disordered people, by definition, can't have successful relationships. They can be in relationships, but something that we are misconstrued by, something we are wrong about, is to think that if people are married for 10 years, it's a good marriage. To think that somebody is in a relationship with someone for 5 years must be a good relationship. Countless people are in marriages for 20 years, 30 years, and miserable. Miserable. So, disordered people don't have success in anything. So, they can't have a successful relationship, but they can be with someone for a long time. Sure. Sure. So what does a relationship look like between a manipulating woman and narcissist man? Well, lots of lying, lots of manipulating, lots of paranoia, lots of accusations, lots of abuse, lots of depression, lots of fighting, screaming, maybe hitting, maybe go to jail. I mean, right? I don't know about them, but dysfunction and abuse, sickness. But I think I know why you're asking this question, Agatha. And this is just a stab in the dark. I could be wrong. What I think, Agatha, I think your ex is a narcissist. And I think he is with someone, with a woman, and you think that she's very manipulative. And you want to know how long is this relationship going to last, because you have some hope you can get him back. Just a total guess. And it's okay, people think like this after this, if that's the case. And I could totally be wrong, but that's what I think. And if that's the case, okay, please keep this question and read it every month. Read it every week, every day, so that you understand that that is not healthy, that you want an abuser back after he doesn't care about you and he's with someone else. I don't care what she is, okay, by label, by diagnosis, by manipulating. She's sick, okay? She's sick, he's sick, and you're sick, and get and stay away from these people, okay? Be glad he's with her. Good. Good. I hope she stays with him. You know, I hope they stay together. And I know that probably kills you. But it's the best thing for you. Okay, Agatha? You hopefully, if you never see him or talk to him again, in months from now or years from now, you'll look back and be like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's sick. You know, and you see that. And I could be wrong. Like, I'm really sorry, but I'm only guessing to try and help you. I hope you realize that. And, you know, we need good, healthy, supportive people in our lives to help us stay away from abusers, okay? That's the best way to do it. You didn't have support growing up. That's why you've done this. And you need support to stop, okay? Good luck, Agatha. Feel free to ask more questions, and I hope, you know, I hope that helped. Thank you. Selena from Romania. Hello, Selena. What can you tell us about flashbacks? I mean about the relationship with the narc. Are there triggers for that? Yes, yes. And flashbacks, this is what a flashback is. Your brain has been traumatized by an experience, and that experience has been imprinted on your brain, on your mind. And what happens is we associate things with traumatic memories. Our brain does this. We can associate something normal, something daily. And what happens is we're going about our day and we aren't thinking about that thing. But something we see, smell, hear, experience makes our mind believe that we're right back in that traumatic experience again. Okay? We are literally living, our brain is living in that experience again. Okay? And that's living in the past. And that is delusional. So, any traumatic experience can cause emotional triggers later. Okay? And not just war. Not just your house being burnt down. Losing loved ones. Emotional abuse. Emotional trauma. Okay? So it's imprinted on our brain because it's so traumatic. Our brains are meant to keep us alive. Okay? They're operated and function, and they've been doing this for thousands of years, and they've gotten better and better and better at keeping us alive. Okay? So it's telling us to watch out for danger. And if we have an experience that is so traumatic and makes us feel so in danger, then our brain is going to remember that, try to remember that, to warn us. To warn us for danger. Watch out for this. Watch out for that. Well, this is the big one back here. This is the big one. We cannot let that happen again. That was huge. I can't get anywhere near it. Oh my gosh. And then you see something that and what I mean by this, and I've used this example before, but say you have a bad traumatic experience and your brain takes a normal daily experience and links it together. So maybe a green car, right? And you subconsciously don't know that, but you're driving, now you're not in that experience anymore. Now that experience happened a couple years ago, and you're driving down the road in your car and you're thinking about the errands you got to run, where you got to be next. You're talking on the phone, whatever, and you see a green car drive by. Normally it wouldn't mean anything to you, but your brain just went, boom, you're in that traumatic situation right now. Right now, it's happening right now. The worst goddamn thing's ever happened in your life. You're back in it right now. And it can floor you. It can floor a grown man. Can't move, can't get up. So we reprocess these things. We go back to our traumatic experience when we're safe. When we feel safe. And we do it with people that make us feel safe. Okay? And we stay grounded in here and now. And we talk about the experiences we had that were so traumatic with somebody. And we reprocess this by having the correct emotion. Emotion's a reaction. That reaction was too intense for us. Too much. That's why when we think about that situation, it's too scary. So we go back and we do it again and we have the appropriate emotion to it. Okay? And it's not emotionally triggering anymore. That chapter is now closed. And we can now really move on. And not just move on, Move on from what? Move on from an emotionally traumatic experience? Move on from that? You can do that. But it'll bother you. I don't care how old you are. It's going to bother you for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, till you die. It's going to bother you. So we have to fix these things, okay? I hope that helps, guys. That's the last question. Thank you very, very much, all of you. Please, if you could help me get this information out there to people who need it. And, think of things. Put it in any kind of social media, in Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn. Get it out there. Whether it's just a link to my channel or maybe a video or anything, because there's just so many people suffering from this out there. Millions of people. People are committing suicide. They're repeating this. They're living in just torture all day, every day. Okay? So let's help everyone. Let's get this information out there and let's stop some of the abuse. Okay? Thank you guys very much. Love yourself first. I'll see you next Monday.